What's up guys, David here, and I think a struggle that all college students face is getting enough sleep and not feeling like when they wake up. Anyways, today as I was scrolling around YouTube, I found a video called Experts Reveal How to Not Wake Up Tired. Damn, kudos to you because you got my attention. I mean, just looking at the thumbnail here, it makes you feel like you'll probably regret not clicking on this video a couple hours later. Wow, great. Could this possibly be what saves my sleep schedule? Well, I had mixed feelings. You see, this video is made by the Infographic Show. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this channel, especially when they're telling stories about interesting topics. But when it comes to actual educational topics, they have been criticized, which is understandable since it's just another YouTube channel and it's not like they have the money to actually do like an expensive research just for a video. But I really do need to fix up my sleep schedule so I can wake up not feeling like shit. And there really isn't that much to lose. So why not just watch the video, react to it, and see how reliable the information really sounds. And if there is a red flag that I can catch, I will let you know, but there's probably not very many because I am not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to this topic. Obviously, otherwise I would not have an issue with sleeping. But here we go.
Are you the kind of person that wakes up and always seems to feel tired? Sometimes you got 8 hours of sleep, sometimes...
Okay, genuinely when I don't get enough sleep, that's what happens. Or like I wake up earlier than I usually do, that's what happens. But it usually corresponds to how many hours I sleep.
Sometimes 12 hours, sometimes 5 hours, but never mind how well you think you slept, you always wake up feeling slightly groggy. Don't worry,
Okay. Genuinely, when you sleep in, you probably would not feel groggy. I think the issue is that you can't always sleep in.
Not alone. Let's now attempt to put things right for you. While waking up for you is nothing special, a lot of things happen to your body when you awaken in the morning. For instance, your heart rate will get faster and your breathing will become quicker. Your blood flow will increase and your brain will start producing different kinds of brain waves. Your liver and kidneys during the night were in sleep mode, but when you awake, they go back to waking mode. You basically rev up for the day, and when you open those eyes of yours, the lot of external stimuli will flood your blood. During the night, when you were in sleep mode, you'll have experienced something called REM.
Okay, so far, everything I've heard from this video sounds accurate. Like, I know that obviously the heart beats faster when you wake up and you breathe faster. But they're talking about rapid eye movement, that sleep cycle now.
Or rapid eye movement.
Yep.
Most people have about 5 of these periods during sleep, interspaced with non-REM sleep. If you want to know what REM looks like, just watch your dog's eyes flickering when it's enjoying some Z's. It's during these
That's usually when you're experiencing deep sleep. If I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure this video will talk about it later, but I'm pretty sure that's the most important part of your sleep, and if you wake up during that time, you're gonna be tired.
eye movements.
That's why you shouldn't take like 3-hour naps.
When you dream, and you're in what we call deep sleep. If you've ever woken up in the middle of a dream, you've woken up during REM. This is important for today's show because the experts say we need this deep sleep. Sometimes you might take a pill to sleep, and while you may think you've gotten a good night's sleep, the drugs may have affected how much real deep sleep you got. Let's say you didn't get down with enough REM. You'll likely know this because when you wake up, you'll feel tired and mightily irritable throughout the day. If this keeps happening, you'll get more irritable, and not getting enough sleep over a long period of time can actually affect your health because when we sleep, our bodies go into repair mode. When we're sleeping, we're charging, and if you want to wake up feeling supercharged, then you have to get enough sleep. Dreaming is important too. It's like allowing your thoughts to spill out. It's kind of a psychological cleansing. So we're told that the average adult should be getting 7 to 9 hours of good sleep per night. Many of you will now be thinking, that's not me. Some of you will get that much sleep but still wake up tired.
I mean, ever since like school has been online, I've had about 9 to 10 hours of sleep, I think. But before that, I had like 7 because you have to wake up early for school. And I really like it. And ever since I started college, I've had about the same amount of, about 9 hours of sleep every day. Yeah, I haven't been that busy during my so far.
Now we're going to tell you how you can wake up feeling better. First of all, watch what you eat. You shouldn't eat a lot before you sleep.
Yeah.
And if you've snacked on a bunch of processed carbs before bedtime...
I've heard this from multiple experts, so I think this is a fact.
Your blood sugar levels are going to be high, and this can
Yeah.
prevent you from having a good night's sleep. You should have plenty of water though, and we suggest you keep water near your bed. If you wake up
okay. I've never done that, but I may try that actually. That sounds like something that's correct. That makes sense in a way, I think. I mean, you obviously should be hydrated before you sleep. So maybe I'll try that.
Hydrated, it might not matter how many hours you got, and you might still feel sluggish. Being dehydrated can slow you down. Another thing is to exercise. We're not
Oh my
asking.
god, okay, this is definitely true. Like, during my senior year of high school, I think it was my senior year. Okay, so for a period of time, like, it was during a time that I really loved to check my phone late at night, and because of that, I had a hard time falling asleep. So many days, like, I just could not fall asleep at, like, 3. Like, I literally would be in bed for, like, 4 hours and I could not fall asleep. But then I started running, and that all changed. So, yeah, if you're someone who has trouble falling asleep, just run like a mile or 2 at night.
You to start doing 5-mile runs every evening, but just move about a bit in the day. Exercise can oxygenate your blood, and in turn this provides nutrients to your brain and heart. If you're someone who's very lazy, don't think you'll sleep better because you're so good at not moving. That's not the case at
That's
all.
not
We
how it
shouldn't have to
works.
tell you this, but during the night, turn off alerts on your phone.
Oh, yeah,
You might think
sure.
that you don't hear those beeps, but each beep might up.
Honestly, I put my phone on mute no matter what, because I always forget it, and then I go to class and my phone rings. So yeah, if definitely put your phone away, or like at least have it face down so you're not tempted to check it.
Set those deep sleep cycles your body so much enjoys. It's really not hard to turn off those alerts, so start doing it now. Another thing you might not have heard about is not hitting that snooze button. Small increments of sleep do nothing for you
Yeah.
at all. It's that
Oh,
good
yeah, for
sleep
sure.
you want. If you enter into a new sleep cycle and then disrupt it after 10-minute snooze, you're basically ruining that cycle. Your body doesn't like this. The experts tell us there's something called the 90-minute technique, which means setting your alarm 90 minutes before you really want to get up. It's like a long snooze. During the
Wait, so your alarm is gonna make the same, like it's just gonna be annoying for an hour and a half? It's just gonna keep making noise for an hour and a half? I may try that. That actually sounds like something that's worth trying.
those 90 minutes,
But
you'll
I don't
enter
know
into
if-
a
I've
REM
never heard
period,
anyone
and
talk about
that's
that.
good for you. You could not press the snooze button at all, but some people think it's good to have that early wake-up call. When you wake up, the first thing you want to do is stretch. We
Okay.
mean put some effort into this, and not just do the arms in the air thing. Some people do some easy yoga moves. Why would you do this, you might wonder? The answer is because when you sleep, you're in a state of extreme relaxedness, which isn't far from paralysis. The word for this state is atony. You need to come out of this to feel fresh, but most people just saunter around in the morning. It's been proven that doing a few easy exercises in the morning stimulates your brain and endorphins start rushing in. This will make you feel happier and give you energy. On top of this, hit that cold water as soon as possible.
Okay. I've heard a lot of things about cold water showers and how it like boosts your immune system and all that stuff. I've never heard about like that helping you wake up. So I don't know. I really don't know for sure if that actually helps you not feel tired. But it's worth a shot, I guess.
Possible. In hot countries, a cold shower might be the thing to do in the morning, but that might not be possible when it's cold outside.
yeah, for
Nonetheless, wherever you are, you should splash cold water on your face first thing, not hot water. Some
Yeah, I've heard a lot. Okay, wait, splash cold water on your face? Okay, that definitely wakes you up.
experts
I
say
can
that you should
guarantee
keep
that.
a spray bottle next to your bed and spray yourself the
What? A spray bottle? Okay, that's something new. I don't know. I think that's one of those really stupid things that these channels say to make you sound like it. I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't work. In fact, it probably does. It definitely wakes you up. I mean, there's so many people pranking other people by putting, dumping water on your face. It definitely works. I mean, it probably works, but I don't know if that makes you feel better. But I mean, it's worth a shot.
moment you wake up. It's a short, sharp shock that will get you going. It might sound silly, but try it
Yeah,
and
it
tell
does
us what you
sound silly.
think. As for eating in the morning, well, these days a lot of people like to skip breakfast and fast, but there is research that tells us breakfast will give you energy in the morning and will provide you with the energy throughout the day. But if you look online, you'll find a lot of people seem to cope with the day better not eating breakfast, while others need their breakfast. We guess you should try both and see what works.
Okay, usually I I think, I mean, I don't think that really helps that. I can't really talk. I don't think eating breakfast really matters if, in terms of, being tired or not. I mean, I usually just have like a snack during the morning and I'm cool until lunch. So, yeah, but I don't think eating like a really, really big breakfast really helps, especially eating those donuts. Like eating a bunch of donuts for breakfast, I don't think it's just something that does not help. I think they're going to talk about that though.
Works for you.
That's just
If
gonna
you
increase your
do
blood
eat something
sugar.
though, don't go for the sugary stuff. If you do,
Right away. Wow.
your blood sugar will spike and then it will drop. You don't need this kind of hit, as the come down
Yeah, I think it's probably better if you just take some fruits for breakfast. Don't eat those sugary things.
will slow you down. As for caffeine, some studies have shown that a lot of caffeine can wear a person out later in the day. We're not saying don't drink coffee, but experiment with how you feel drinking certain amounts of it.
Yeah.
Coffee before bed is a no-no. Most people
Who drinks coffee before bed? Are you stupid?
think
Oh,
that
my-
a coffee
I
a few
watched
hours
it-
before
I
bed
don't
is
know.
okay, but the
That's
stuff has a
something you
half-life of
shouldn't
5
do.
to 8 hours. Make sure your last coffee is a long time before you plan to
Yeah, like
sleep.
10
Believe it or
hours.
not, some studies have shown that if the sun is out, then stick your head out the window and get some. We found a study called Vitalizing Effects
I've seen doctors do that, so I think that's something that's true.
of being outdoors and in nature. It said participants felt
So far, I haven't seen that many red flags, so maybe this video is legit.
refreshed just looking at nature. So open those curtains in the morning, ASAP. If you get some sun on your face,
Natural
that's
lighting,
good
eh?
because sunlight can increase serotonin levels. Another thing you should do is some mental accounting first thing. It's simple. Tell yourself
Okay.
what you might find difficult in the day and how you might address that. It's a literal weight off your mind. Now comes the good part, because then you should think of at least one thing you're looking forward to that day. People generally don't do this, but they should. It sets the
make
day
this
for
video
you.
now. That
Be
sounds
clean.
something
What
good.
we mean by this is don't go to bed feeling sweaty or dirty. It could affect how well you sleep. In many Asian countries, people always shower before bed, but it's not the same in other countries. Make sure you go to sleep in a clean and comfortable bed, and when you wake up, make sure that you make that bed. Making the bed is like preparing for the day ahead. It shows that you're ready to face the day. On top of this, try to wake up at the same time each day so you maintain your circadian rhythm. If you've
Oh
never
my god, this is difficult because some people have inconsistent work schedules. But yeah, obviously try to sleep the same every day. That's really hard for college students though, because I mean, some days we have a lot of work to do. So yeah.
Never heard of that, it's your sleep-wake cycle. The National Sleep Foundation tells us this about it. The more you pay attention to your body and notice feelings of alertness and drowsiness, and the more time you spend developing good sleep hygiene habits, the better your slumber will be and the better you'll feel. Your body just loves consistency and it will pay you back for it. Before you sleep, it's best not to play games or do anything that might stress you out. For the hour before bedtime, try and do something very relaxing, such
Like
as
what?
reading a book or
Oh,
just
yeah.
relaxing on the sofa. You shouldn't really be looking at screens right before bedtime because the lights can disrupt the production of melatonin in the brain, and this
I've
can
heard this a lot, but I still do it.
chemical helps you sleep. We shouldn't have to tell you this one, but go to the bathroom before
my God.
you sleep. Your bladder can fill
Come
up in
on.
the night and the feeling might wake you up, even if you don't go to the bathroom. You might not feel like you need to urinate, but you'd be surprised how often you can squeeze some out. Always hit the bowl before bed is our advice. Don't hang out in the bedroom before bedtime as much as possible. We know you might like to do this, but your brain should be associating that place with one thing, and that's sleeping. If your bedroom is your castle, you will subconsciously be more energized in that place and it'll be harder to sleep there. As for drinking alcohol, many of you will know that it can help you sleep. Still, it's said booze can interrupt REM sleep and
I
do
don't-
other
okay.
bad things.
Alcohol definitely helps me sleep, but I don't really use it like that because it messes up my sleep. Yeah, it makes me feel like shit in the morning.
Such as give you nightmares. As the booze can relax throat muscles, it can also bring on a bout of snoring, which is
Oh, yeah.
not good for sleep. We're sure some of you can attest to the annoyingness of sleeping next to a drunk person. Booze in the system almost always fills the bladder too, so a trip to the bathroom might be needed during a drunken sleep. Smoking is also not good for sleep because nicotine
smoke.
increases heart rates and
I don't
alertness.
know.
If you're super addicted, your body might also crave a smoke during the night and wake you up. If you're not willing to give up, we suggest at least trying not to smoke an hour before you go to bed. Colors might be important too. That's at least one study we found undertaken by Travelodge. It found that certain colors produced better sleep, and so that's why you might find hotel rooms often being painted or decorated in the same colors. The study found that blue, yellow, and green were the best colors for sleep, while the worst colors were purple and brown. Why? One expert said this: the color blue is associated with feelings of calm, which when picked up by your ganglion cells are relayed to your brain and help reduce blood pressure and heart rate, all of which help you receive a solid night's sleep. So there you go. Paint the bedroom blue, don't drink booze, don't smoke, don't eat too much, and when you wake up, do so with purpose and move around a lot. Wash that face and open those windows. And our last and probably best tip for getting a good night's rest: making it so you don't have to lie awake at night worrying about your online accounts being vulnerable.
Okay, yeah, I'm not end it here. I honestly hate these videos who decides to find a way to sneak into an ad. Bro, you already put the ad in the beginning of the video. You don't have to put it in the end. But yeah, obviously, find a way to save your password, I guess. Anyways, that's all I have. My question to you is, what do you think about this video? Do you believe that the reputation of the channel is just so bad that you really just can't trust it? Do you think that this video deserves a chance? Like me, I think this video deserves a chance. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.